Thanks, Sandy. I just heard that the groups that went out exploring in Alaska have come back. So why don't we head back to the Copper River Delta and see what they've learned.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Mr. Bowden and his students have been returning from their Shorebird safari. Hi. How did you count the birds?
Well, what we did today, we didn't have to go very far. They're just right here. And what we paired up, and each one of these teams picked a different flock to work with. Several flocks actually were showing up out here. And then what we did, well, I'll let Olivia tell you.
Well, our group, we just took a group of about 20 birds, and then we counted about how many more groups there were of that same size.
Right. And how did your method work for you, Kara?
We use the transect method.
Transect method. How'd that work?
You use the transect method to count all the birds up top, across, and all the birds in the sides, then multiply it.
Multiply. That's what we did. We had these small areas, and then we multiplied across the area of this entire delta. What we also did was we took some pictures, digital pictures, and then what we do is we go back and plug them into the computer, and then we're able to get a real accurate count of how many birds are really there, and then we are able to figure how much we're off, you know, plus or minus a percentage error, and then we can calculate a little bit better as to how many birds are on this Hartney Bay area. How many birds did you guys predict are out here using those methods? Wow, that seems like a lot of birds. What do you think?
But those are only a few of the birds that are on the Copper River Delta today. Biologists measure that there are over 100,000 today.
But shorebirds are really hard to count because they fly around so much.
Well, what we're going to do with our data is we're now going to once we get it into the computer, we're going to send it to the Shorebird Sister School project, and we're going to share that information with them. That data is real important for helping scientists to decide what to do with habitat. You people that live along the Pacific migration route can really help us out a lot. If you would also send any counts that you see, this year, next year, they're always active on this site. There's a lot of discussion groups, and it's a real interesting educational project.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Mr. Bowden.